birthday to me. Happy 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 birthday to me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Joy Reid Show. I had to do the black version too, because it just wouldn't be right if I didn't. Happy birthday to myself. It is my actual factual birthday. If y'all been following me on social media today, I've been doing little nuggets of the things that I've been up to on today. We did some fun stuff. Letting you all know that one of the things that we did on today is I headed over to the Breakfast Club, and that interview is going to run tomorrow morning. So if you're Breakfast Club fans, make sure you tune in, because that show will be occurring on the other big birthday that we're celebrating today. By the way, I neglected to say thank you if you're watching on YouTube, Substack, Spotify. Big up to the chat, all the happy birthday love in the chat. Loving it so much. Appreciate you guys. But tomorrow, when the Breakfast Club interview airs, that will be the birthday of this show. Yes, this show will officially turn 6 months old on December 9. That will be exactly 6 months into this show. Which is really exciting. We started this show on June 9th, and you can see right on your screen that it was an interview with the great and the hilarious and wonderful Amber Ruffin. That was our very first interview. And after that, it was Ras Baraka, mayor of Newark, New Jersey. And then we just kind of went on from there, from interviewing Karine and Kamala and all the mayors, Brandon Johnson, you name it. Mayor of Los Angeles, Mayor of Oakland, Barbara Lee. We've been through so many sort of wonderful, wonderful trials and turns here on this show. And our little team that could, I feel like we've done really great stuff. So I'm very proud. So happy birthday to me, and also happy birthday to the Joy Reid Show. And if you all want to give us a great birthday present, what you could do is, let me move over. Hold on, I'm sitting in the wrong spot. Let me move over. See, this is live TV, so I'm being told move into the center. If you guys want to give us a great birthday present, hit that like and subscribe. We went north of 370,000 subscribers on the channel, and we're trying to keep climbing. We're climbing and climbing. We're a baby still, but we're still climbing every single day. So make sure that you tell a friend, tell a foe, just to piss them off. And make sure that everybody hits like and subscribe and joins our little team. Right. So on this birthday show, we've got a few things that we got to talk about. Later on, I definitely got to talk about this Warner war for Warner Brothers. I think that's like kind of wild and crazy. That's happening. But before that, let me just get to a little bit of the bad news first. We like to go ahead and give the dinner before we get to the dessert. And yes, we're going to talk about Trump's silly medal that he got. We're going to talk about that too. But I want to do some of the bad news first. So AT&T has decided it wants to join the bad guys. And it is committing now to give in to Trump and end DEI. They're going to end their DEI programs. And, I always wonder when companies make that kind of a decision, what decision do consumers make? We're in this fourth quarter of the year, whereas Latasha Brown explained to us, this is where most companies make their real money. So AT&T is going to be trying to re-sign folks and try to get people to buy new phones, all of that stuff. Do you want to be in business with them if they don't like you, if they don't care about diversity, equity, and inclusion? I know I wouldn't, but this is what they've decided to do. Another piece of not so great news. So the Trump regime, if you go to like America's national parks, there are certain national parks that are actually free to attend on certain holidays. And two of those parks that had that deal were, two of the holidays when you can get into national parks for free used to be Juneteenth. That was the newest one that was added, and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've got rid of that. They said no more No more getting into the national parks free on the Black holidays. Only the white holidays. So they're just being very blatant. I kind of appreciate the clarity. They're not ambiguous with what they're doing. They're very clear. So given the fact that the regime has decided that, like AT&T, they're not interested in us, I think that we have not only the opportunity, but even the obligation to mock them joyfully. It's the season of joy. It's Sag season, by the way. I've been told that we are the Sagittarists. So let me do some Sagittarius behavior. I have to show you guys this piece of video. I find it to be some of the funniest video that I've seen in quite a long time. This is Donald Trump receiving, finally, at long last, his long-awaited Peace Prize.
Your Peace Prize, there is also a beautiful medal for you that you can wear everywhere you want to go.
I'm gonna wear it right now.
Okay, let me hold. Fantastic. Excellent.
So, so you see Donald Trump is trying to make it look so grave and important. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for this long-awaited Peace Prize. But that is not the Nobel Peace Prize. No. That was Gianni Infantino handing Donald Trump the prize. Jason, can you show a close-up of the prize? I think they're on the next. Oh, there it is. It's hideous. It looks like grasping hands, like clutching at the earth, which is dripping with gold. The earth has been like dipped in gold, and these little grasping hands are coming out of hell to try to clutch the gold and drag the earth back down into the abyss. So Trump got a Peace Prize from FIFA. And Gianni Infantino is the head of FIFA, which is the organization that runs football, international football, soccer. And so, of course, the World Cup is coming to the Americas. The games are going to be split between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And Donald Trump had been threatening mayhem during FIFA because, of course, if you just look at the population of people who play international football, soccer, what we call soccer, only in the US we call it soccer, a lot of them are brown. Like, I would say most of them are brown. Even on like the European teams, and I think Jason can confirm this for me, even on the European teams, the hot players are like African. So the African players, even on like the French team, they're the star players, or they're brown, because football, international football, is hugely popular in Latin America. It's much more popular in Latin America than, let's say, American football or basketball. It's the most popular sport on earth, and it's insanely popular on the African continent, in Central America, and in South America, more than anywhere else. Very popular in Europe, obviously, too. And so when those players come here for the World Cup, which is, it's like their Super Bowl, it's the biggest thing in soccer, in football, there are going to be a lot of brown and black people with accents. And ICE, as the Trump regime has said, was going to be out in these streets, in these cities where FIFA was supposed to be playing. And so FIFA, the head of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, decided, how can we get Donald Trump to have his regime back off during the World Cup so that it's not ruined when the American cities are getting the games? So they're like, we'll just bribe him with gold because he's so needy. He's so pathetic. He's so grasping, like the little hands grasping on the golden globe. He's so desperate to have a Nobel Peace Prize, which he'll never get, which is why he's constantly lying and saying, I've solved 8, 10, 12 wars, which he hasn't solved any. But he's convinced himself in his dementia-ridden brain that he solved all these wars and he deserves a peace prize. And so the FIFA leadership, by the way, whose corruption is legion, what they share with Trump, as some of y'all have said in the chat, is a deep and abiding and decades-long corruption. There have been bribery scandals. There have been scandals. One of the former heads of FIFA said the way to get women's football to have more viewers is the women should wear shorter skirts. There have been financial scandals. There was a doping scandal, decades and decades of deep corruption. And so this is a corrupt entity, FIFA. They are known for corruption. And so they understand Trump. Corruption understands corruption. Like matches with like. And so they said, we know how to get him. We'll just go and fashion a fake award that never existed. This award, the FIFA Peace Prize, isn't real. It's not real. They made it up specifically to give it to the only person up for the award. There was no board that vetted a bunch of different nominees. This is not like the Oscars where there were multiple nominees. There was only one nominee, and there's only ever been one winner. And it's Trump. And they made it in order to appeal to his vanity, his neediness, his pathetic, desperate, like need to be like Obama. He's so jealous that Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize. It's killing him. Well, I mean, that and the cankles and whatever the brown thing on his hand and the dementia. They're also. But he is so pathetic that he needs to get an award that to him looks similar to a Nobel Peace Prize. And it sounds like a Nobel Peace Prize. So this should have been my moment of joy. I'm sorry. It's so funny to me. The corrupt FIFA gang gives Trump a made-up fake award. If you guys have missed the Fox, the five staff team like bickering over this, because the right are so sensitive about it. They're so sensitive because they know it's stupid. They know it's not real. They know it's not a real award. This is like, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this when like an organization wants you to come and speak and like give a speech, but you generally don't have, you can't make it. They'll be like, but we're going to give you an award then. Just make up an award. And there's never been such an award. They did. They decided to invent a peace prize just for him. We know Obama lives in his head rent-free, says Deborah Oliver. Exactly. He is obsessed with Obama. He's negatively obsessed. He put that, Karen Dukes said it, or Karen Stooks said it in the chat. He threw that award around his neck so fast, baby, you would have thought that thing was going to save him from dementia. You would have thought that was a dementia cure. And the guy, right? Even the guy, Infantino, is handing it to him. And he's even laughing like, put it on now, Trump. Go ahead and put it on now. The right says they don't like participation trophies. But this is the ultimate participation trophy. This is everyone gets a ribbon. And they claim they're against that, right? They claim that DEI, which is how it ties to the first story, they claim that they must stop DEI because DEI programs are awarding Black and brown and women and gay people and trans people and diverse people of all kinds, but especially Black people, unearned benefits that they're getting into schools simply because of their color, not their merit. They think everything has got to be merit, except when Trump wants a peace prize. You don't need merit. Just give it to him. He needs it. He wants it. He's so needy. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And the fact that Donald Trump, he has proved his DEI bullshit to be bullshit by accepting that award. Because if he really believed in merit, then the regime would have said, who else was up for this prize? What were the criteria? And did he win it on merit? He didn't. He received it simply because of who he is, of his identity. It was identity politics. Just like his entire cabinet are not there because of their quality. They're not there because they've earned their positions. They're there because of their identities. We're going to talk a lot about these cabinet members tonight because these nincompoops, it's the only way I can describe it. They're all proving that the right's entire argument about DEI is bullshit because they don't believe in merit. Fox, please clip this. I know you like to clip the things I say. Feel free to clip this. The right does not believe in merit. They believe in people who look like them and who profess to be Christians like them, but only their kind of Christian, not the Jesus kind that likes immigrants and poor people. No, the kind that hates poor people and hates immigrants. They're weird sort of, bizarro Jesus, that kind of Christian. They believe in those people receiving unearned benefits, not because of the content of their character, but because of the color of their skin, their gender, and their political views. Show me any evidence in the Trump administration itself that proves that anyone on the right believes in merit. Show me one meritorious hire in that administration. I dare you. You can't do it because there's no one in the administration that you could objectively say deserves the positions they're in and got them because they're the best. Just as Trump can't get the real Peace Prize because he hasn't done anything to promote peace. In fact, we're going to talk about it later in the show. He's spoiling for war with Venezuela and committing war crimes on the high seas. And his non-meritorious Secretary of Defense, who pretends to be the Secretary of War. They say trans people are faking their identities. But the Defense Secretary is cosplaying as the Secretary of War. Congress has not changed the name of that agency. They cosplay the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America because they don't know how to get the name changed. They have no idea. So they just pretend, and we're supposed to go along with it. They claim that that's what trans people are doing, but that's what they're doing. They just expect us to go along with their delusions. The idea that we're even at war with boats that we can now bomb with Hellfire missiles, that's a delusion that even some in the media are going along with. And I don't appreciate that. They shouldn't do that because we are now feeding the delusion of Donald Trump. Someone said to me, and I thought it was hilarious, and I'm sorry if I'm stealing this from whoever created it. The world is treating Trump like a Make-A-Wish kid. They're treating him, the Make-A-Wish kids are actually, it's a sweet, wonderful program, but they're treating him like he's a Make-A-Wish boy. And it's like, what is it that you want to do, Donald? What do you want to do? I want to be a billionaire. Here's some crypto, Donald. What else have you always wanted to do that you weren't able to do through your own merit? We know you're like supposed to be a real estate expert, but you couldn't become a billionaire in real estate. You had to have The Apprentice fake you as a great businessman when you really sucked at business. You bankrupted casinos like in Atlantic City. But what do you want to be, Donald? I want to be a billionaire. Okay, here's some crypto. What else do you want to be, Donald? I want a Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, I don't know if we can get you that. Who out there can get a Peace Prize? Infantino. Can you make a Peace Prize for Donald? He really wants it. Oh, hold on a second. Let me go to the hardware store and get a big ball. Can it be styrofoam? Mm-hmm. You gonna dip it in gold? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna dip it in gold. Can we make it look like prestigious? What if hands are holding up the globe? You know what? Okay, we'll make some styrofoam hands too. We'll put it on. Can he get a medal too? I think that would make him feel really good. Okay. Here's the Peace Prize, Donna. What else do you need? Because as long as he's happy and not like spazzing out, then the people who are really running the country can steal at will. No one's going to stop them from slashing the billionaires' taxes to zero, from stealing our natural resources so that the oil companies can drill it and drill the earth to death. No one is going to stop the people who are paying for pardons so that scammers can get out of prison. They just put in front of him, he signs it. Maybe he's using a RoboPen. And so the reality is they're literally, the people around Donald Trump are simply allowing him to fulfill his life's fantasies so that they can continue doing whatever it is they want. Let's do a little sponsor stuff here, because you know what? It's really important to have gotten to this 6-month birthday. It really takes the care and support of our sponsors. And one of our sponsors that I absolutely am proud and love being associated with is MSI US. So let me read you something. So MSI Reproductive Choices is an organization that is doing the God-sent work of helping young women in countries where they cannot get access to reproductive care. And we know that in many countries, particularly on the African continent, if a young girl gets pregnant, if a young woman gets pregnant, that's the end of her schooling. Girls drop out of school because they got pregnant. And in too many cases, the fear of not being able to get their education causes some young girls to choose to try to end their lives. And in too many cases, they're successful. So MSI Reproductive Choices is stepping into that gap, providing important services in reproductive care so that these young girls and young women can finish their educations. It's an amazing organization. It's been praised all over the world for the care with which it treats these young girls. And the way that they continue operating is through support from people like you. People who believe that women deserve choices, that they deserve to have choices over their own bodies, but also futures in countries where literally pregnancy can be the end of opportunity. So let me let you guys know how you can support them. All you have to do, if you want to support MSI Reproductive Choices, is text my name, Reid, the surname Reid, to 511-511. Or you can go to MSI United States.org. MSI United States.org. So text REID to 511-511 or go to MSI United States.org. Throw a little donation in. I'm gonna give you guys an example. For $65, that would provide contraception for 10 women for a full year. So please support them. Text REID to 511-511 and text fees may apply. Thank you all for listening. So let's go continue with the show. I'm sorry to keep laughing at Trump. And thank you for all the happy birthday. We appreciate that. Make sure that you hit like and subscribe. That would have been incredible. So Jason, where are we going next? Because oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Hello. Hello. Who is this? Hi, gorgeous lady.
Hey, friend.
Happy birthday.
You popped up on me.
Oh, I know, but let me show you a little secret. I'm on the road, but when they tell me it's Joy Reid's birthday, then I am definitely. So look, you know how you are a special guest at City Winery in New York?
Yeah.
I want you to check this out. Look at this out here. Look out. Can you see that?
Oh my goodness. You're at City Winery. Don.
That is, we're at City Winery in Philadelphia.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Who are you? Can you tell me who your special guests?
Where's
Can
Joy?
you just tell our TJRS family who your special guests are tonight?
So
Is this-
my special guest tonight was a mayor of Philadelphia, but she has an emergency. We're not sure if she's going to make it. And then I have,
Okay.
do you know Patty Jackson, the radio host?
Yes.
Miss Patty. Miss Patty's going to
Miss
come.
Patty.
She's a Philadelphia institution. And then we have this gentleman right here. Can you say hi to Joy Reid?
We're getting live breaking news with Don Lemon here. What? What's up, DL? What's up,
And
Brad?
congratulations on your award, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look, and I love the fact that they didn't invent it just for me, like they did, like FIFA did for Trump.
Hey,
Other
hey, listen,
people
I
have
take
won
one.
it.
I take one. I hope somebody make me a. I want In and Out to make me a award. I don't give a damn who it is.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Say happy birthday.
I did.
What you said. All
You
right.
did. I got two friends wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, DL. Thank you, Don.
DL and DL. And then I have my
DL.
I got my baby boys here with me. Check them out. You ready?
Oh, wait. We gotta see. Oh, the babies. Look at them. They just tail wagging. I love it. I think we're losing Don.
Yeah, I'm back in the caverns of the city winery here, so the service isn't good.
I love it.
Love
well,
you.
Don, I love and
Happy
appreciate
birthday.
you, my friend. Thank you so much.
All right. What are you
so
going to
kind.
celebrate?
So last night we did karaoke. Now, so look, we sang out. I'm going to figure out what to release from that. But tonight we're going to go to dinner with the family. So we're just it's sad season, Don. It's a season.
Yeah.
It's season. It's a season. I got to celebrate every day.
Who you telling? You got to celebrate. You got to celebrate every moment that you can get because this world is crazy, and especially with this crazy effing president. Can I say the F word on your show?
You absolutely can. We are not
crazy
okay.
Motherfucker.
He make you cuss. He make you
All right.
cuss. I love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Love you. Bye, baby. Happy birthday.
Bye. Thank you. I love it. Okay, he's surprised that a little drive-by from Don Lemon. I love DL and DL. That was a lovely, lovely surprise. Look, I love a birthday. That's fun. And look, DL said he'll take an award. So FIFA, if you'd like to make another, or go for it. Make him a peace prize. He brings more peace than Trump. DL and DL. So if you're in Philly, holler if you guys are heading over to City Winery in Philly to watch their show. Their tour is a lot of fun. The first one that they did, I think it was the first one that they did at City Winery in New York. I actually just went to sit in the audience. Like I was just going to watch. And I wound up getting pulled on stage and we had the best time and we just kikied with cocktails. Kikiing with cocktails with DL and DL. So much fun. So I love it. Somebody says we should do a karaoke show. Was that Angela James? So we should do a karaoke show. So now the challenge with a karaoke show on YouTube is you can't use music. So any kind of music would get your channel demonetized. So you can't use any. That's why when even we pick Moments of Joy, we have to be careful not to use music, because they are very strict about it. So we would have to figure out like the licensing and how to do it. But maybe we'll do something live. Y'all let me know in the comments if you want us to do something live, what DL and DL are doing. Thank you very much for Mock My Words. $5 in the till. And this is security. That is what I was drinking yesterday, by the way. If you guys don't know about security, you got to put your finger up when you order it. There are about 4 or 5 restaurants in New York City that know how to make it, and they know what it is because I have explained it to them, and it's an excellent drink, y'all. Just in case you didn't know and you hadn't heard it, it is champagne is the base, because you got to start with champagne, y'all. Come on, baby, you got to live high. Get you some good champagne, and then you want to put in some cognac. Now get the good cognac. Don't get the bag. Don't get cheap cognac, because it's just going to hurt your stomach. So you want to do like a shot and a half of cognac. Then you want to add some Saint Germain. So like a half a dram of Saint Germain. Okay. Then you want to add a little grenadine and a maraschino cherry. But get the good cherries. Don't get the cheap ones. Don't get the cheap ones that are on like a fruitcake. You want the good ones. You want to live high. Okay, we want to live our best lives. Splurge a little on yourself. like Trump is with his crypto. Living his best life. When I tell y'all, Donald Trump is achieving things he never was able to achieve through his supposed talents at real estate. It's insane the stuff he's doing. Let's talk about some of the other stuff that's happening. Today is not just my birthday and the eve of the birthday of the Joy Reid show. It's also the filing deadline in the state of Texas for those who might want to run for the United States Senate. So John Cornyn, he's actually been, I'm looking at my notes here, he's been in the Senate since 2002. He's running for a 5th Senate term. His most recent election was in 2020 when he won 53% of the vote. There are 2 other people in the Republican primary. Wesley Hunt, who is a Black congressman from Texas, he is running as well. Attorney General Ken Paxton, the sort of crimey AG of Texas, who's the one who joined the lawsuit to try to overturn the 2020 election, and who's got all sorts of other scandals, scandals with his wife, just you name it, lots and lots of scandals. He was almost impeached by his own party, but he is running for Senate. He thinks he can get an upgrade. But if I know some of these states that are Republican run, they don't care about criminess. I mean, Rick Scott's company committed epic, legendary record Medicare, Medicaid, and TRICARE fraud. And TRICARE being the military, healthcare. They committed just epic fraud. He was CEO. He claimed he knew nothing about the fraud, even though he was CEO. The company paid $1.7 billion, I believe, in settlements, and when he claimed no responsibility. And then Florida made him governor twice and then senator. So I don't know that Ken Paxton can't win. But on the Democratic side, Colin Allred, who's a congressman, was running up until today. And today, we'll put up that tweet if we could, Jason, he dropped out. And he said that instead, he's going to run for Congress again in his old district. And that means he has to run against Julie Johnson, who is the congresswoman who followed him, who replaced him. So now they're going to have to fight it out. And this is going to be in the redistricted 33rd district, which, as Jolanda Jones has explained to us over and over, is not the same district. And the Supreme Court, Sam Alito, he was the one who did the ruling overturning the federal court that said that those districts were illegal racial gerrymandering. And he said, it's too close to the election. And he also said, I don't see any racial gerrymandering, because of course, why would it? So they're now going to have to fight it out for that seat. He's going to run for Congress. And behind the scenes, the scuttlebutt has been that Colin Allred, who's run for United States Senate before and narrowly lost, that he got out because he realized that he couldn't beat this lady in a primary. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for you to play it. B2. I set it up. So dramatically.
Of his change of direction when it comes to wanting to release the Epstein files.
Oh, I don't think that there's a change of direction. I mean, I think that they finally came up with whatever their scheme is going to be to make sure that he is quote unquote protected from, all of his dirtiest secrets being revealed. But the reality is that we know that he's a nasty individual. We know that he's a creep. I mean, we knew this. They knew this when they voted for him the very first time and the second time, and for those that voted for him the third time, because we had the tape, the Hollywood Access tape, where he was talking about grabbing women by the pee. We had the lawsuits that had been filed against him, where he and Jeffrey Epstein were named together as being rapists. So, this is a matter of people just not wanting to see what's in front of them. It's amazing how people can come up with, all kinds of stories on people they don't like and then ignore the truth about people that they do like. And I don't understand why they like him so much, because he clearly don't like them. Because when 42 million people, and I know some of them had to be MAGA, when they needed to line up to get their EBT, and it wasn't nothing there, he didn't care. So, you know, I think that people need to get back to prioritizing themselves and their families and their future instead of being dragged to hell by this dude who obviously has them in a cult.
And there you have it. Jasmine Crockett. And again, today's the filing deadline. Jasmine Crockett, it looks like she's running. And that would place her in a collision course with one other Democrat in the Texas primary, and that would be James Tallarico. And if you're not familiar with him, he's a pastor, and he kind of made a name for himself. He's a state representative, I believe. And he kind of made a name for himself going on Joe Rogan, and he'll go on Fox and like argue with, you know, Christian nationalists and stuff. And he's like, makes a really good case for sort of a more kind and Jesus facing Christianity. But here's the challenge. He's largely unknown outside of people who are very, very political outside of Texas. He doesn't have huge name ID, whereas Jasmine Crockett is Jasmine Crockett. And so this is going to be an interesting primary, because in the end, what you need to do in order to win in Texas, I want to show you guys a couple of things here. Is there a guest? Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? Oh,
Happy birthday.
I'm like chatting, yapping.
Listen, I know we're talking about Jasmine, and I know we're all up in the news and stuff, but girl, we've just got to take a moment here and celebrate you and the day you were born and the day this show was born. How are you, my darling? Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Okay, can I just tell y'all that my team did not tell me they were bringing Rolanda Watts. They did not tell me they were bringing Don Lemon. None of this was known to me. They're sneaking folk up on me. I love Rolanda. I am wonderful, and it's so good to see you. Look at you looking all fly.
And listen, it's so good to see you too. And you know, I'm just laughing because the last time I saw you, where you were just departing from MSNBC, and I said, girlfriend, you are so brilliant, and God has given you so many gifts. What you're going to do probably hadn't even been invented yet. And look at you today. We are so proud of you, Joy, and you bring such joy and education and leadership. And you give us permission to be activists. And I just think you're taking all of those gifts that the good God gave you, and you're using them so well, honey. We're so proud of you. Your team called. I said, I would not miss this moment for the world to be able to celebrate the day that you were born. You're bringing so much to the table, honey. Your divine leadership is extraordinary. You have a focus and a fearlessness that we can only emulate and grow from. So thank you. Thank you for saying the things sometimes that I really want to say. Thank you so much for snatching words right out of my head. But you are really tapping into us. And thank you, honey. I'm not going to take up all your time. But
Rolanda, I love you so much.
You're a hashtag badass.
Yes. Oh, sister, I love it. A legend. You are a true legend. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. And I love just being able to become friends with you. And I have to give Jackie Reid, Reid this, Reid that. She brought us together, and I'm not letting go. And then our friend Adria, we have like so many mutual friends. Yes. And I just love and adore you because, you know, you're one of the people who I learned from to do what I do. You know, you are one of those incredible people who taught those of us who came right behind you how to be on air and do it with confidence and clarity and grace. And you taught us, so many of us, that.
Thank you. The grace that you've shown in very dire times is so admirable. And as somebody in the business 40 years, baby, we know what was going on behind the scenes. And for you to survive that with a smile on your face. And my favorite quote of yours, my dear, here's your birthday. They say your friends are the ones who hear your songs and sing them back to you when you forget them. And here's a quote I'm going to give to you as your birthday gift. It comes from a good friend of mine named Joy Reid. It was, rather than rest, let me keep moving. Ooh. And I think that that's something that we can learn from you as well, my dear. When we pass that banner on and we say, keep running, go girl, go. you're doing just what we did the blood, sweat, and tears for you to do now. So go on. Here it is. Here's the baton. Run, girl, run.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. You know, I'm a third leg, so I'm ready to go. I love you. Thank
so
you
proud
so
of you, my
much.
dear.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. And listen, save a cheers for me sometime soon in person.
1,000%. We're doing that. That's gonna happen. Done and dusted. Done and dusted. Thank
Yes,
you.
indeed.
Thank you. Thank
Indeed.
you. Thank you. And the
Thank
chat
you.
is loving you. Oh my God. The chat is on fire. They're like, oh. The chat is on fire. Yo, can y'all believe that? I literally was looking at my notes and I said, oh my goodness, speaking of Jackie Reid. Speaking of me today.
Speaking of rest, did she say something about not resting?
It's
What?
like the rest genie, the sleep genie. Take your makeup off, stop sleeping in your makeup, and go to sleep, genie. Hi, my friend.
Listen, happy birthday, sister, cousin, soror friend, Joy Reid, girl. You know I love you so much. When they asked me to do this, I was like, I cannot miss this, and I've been trying not to say anything as I've spoken to you.
I literally spoke with you like 5 hours ago, and you didn't say anything.
No, I knew I would see you later. I just hate that I couldn't be there in person for the festivities, because when this girl celebrates a birthday, let me tell you something. It is a big deal. She has been celebrating 4 days. If you guys knew what this day, the day before that consisted of, and what the day after will be, I can't even imagine. But I know there are a lot of people coming to tell you happy birthday as part of your show. And then I don't know if you're going to even have time to get back to the news this way the show started. But happy anniversary, happy 6-month anniversary for the Joy Reid show. Girl, you are doing the damn thing. I mean, you have stepped out here and done what so many folks, because of what this industry has become, want to do, but are afraid to do. And you are leading the way, you know what I mean, and showing how to get it done. So congratulations on the 6-month anniversary. But most importantly, the world would not be the same without you. I'm always telling you, it's not just because I'm your friend and I love you, but you are so unique in what you bring to the world. There is no one like you. Compare yourself to no one. There is no one doing exactly what you can do. You are running a one-woman race. There's no comparison. So keep doing what you're doing. I love you so much. I wish I could be there. I wish I had the words to make you cry, because I would love for you to get started on washing off the makeup now. but I'm not going to do it.
I'm going to wash it off.
Whatever. But listen, I'm so glad to have you as a partner in crime with Reid This, Reid That. It is. I keep trying not to use the word joy, but it just is. It's a joy to know you and have you in my life. I'm so blessed for it. You know, I can't remember when we first met. I don't know if it was in the bathroom at 30 Rock or somewhere, you know, in that building.
I was probably on the low ceiling 4th floor where they stashed the griot. Remember the griot.com? We had the low ceilings, no light, no windows. They just threw us in the back with NBC Latino and we called ourselves the Black Tino Revolution. They were like, well, I guess we back here, the brown and black folk all alone.
But I have to say, before we start, I have to tell this story because it relates to what you're doing now. When we first started talking about doing Reid This, Reid That, we were talking about doing a TV show, right? Doing our own TV show somehow. And I was like, Joanne, no, we need to do a podcast. You were like, pish posh with that.